What's good, YouTube? My name Trey, if you do not know me, and the point of this channel is not to tell you I got life figured out or anything like that. I'm really just here to share my experiences, the lessons I learned, the mistakes I made, and really the mind shifts that I've taken as far as becoming a better person when it comes to overall. But as you can see in today's video, the title is The Cost of Avoiding Discomfort. And this is something a lot of people do, and really it's like, I don't know, why do people naturally avoid discomfort? When you truly think about that, like, what's the true meaning and reason behind it? And I truly think the common belief is that comfort equals happiness. And in a lot of ways that can be true depending on how you done set yourself up in life or whatever and what you're content with. But majority of the time, a lot of things that come from comfort is not really good in the long term. But I just want to introduce the idea that avoiding discomfort may actually be hindering you. And damn, it's raining. But actually may be hindering you more than you realize. But so we got 4 points. We got 5 points today on why the cost of avoiding discomfort is hindering you. So first we're gonna start off by, this is a little story time for me about one time I had a speech due in high school, and I was so scared and nervous to do that. It's like I really was doing everything I could to avoid practicing, working on it, anything that nature. So, and the thing I was really avoiding wasn't just the work. It was like the embarrassment. I ain't want to fail. I ain't want to slip up. None of that. So, that's really why I was avoiding it the whole time. But, it came to the point where I had to realize I had stopped hiding from the work, and I just had to do it, because it wasn't going to change the fact that I had to, do the speech or not. So I definitely didn't want to fail, so I had to. So I got past that. But, the next thing I'm going to get into is like why we need discomfort a little bit and why we avoid it. So it's plenty of reasons why we avoid discomfort. I mean, you got first the fear of failure. It's like, that's a huge one. Like, a lot of people are afraid of failing. Shoot, I struggle with this a lot, especially because I play baseball, and that's a sport of failure. So I had to learn just growing up playing the game that you got to be okay with failing sometimes, because you just got to learn from your failures, and every failure doesn't define you as a whole. But that's one of the reasons. Then you got fear of rejection. It's like whether you want to go up to that pretty girl you want to talk to, or you want to make some friends and go talk to some people, you just gotta, you can't be afraid of rejection, because at the end of the day, like I said, rejection is not a personal thing against you or anything like that. It's just, you just gotta think about it. Hey, everybody ain't gonna rock with you, so they're just some people that wasn't gonna rock with you, and at the end of the day, man, we all gonna die. So it's like, it's no point in caring about if somebody rejecting you or not. It's always gonna be more opportunities, more doors open, and everything. So then you got the fear of uncertainty. This is one thing. It's like, especially when it come to even YouTube. Like, for me, this was a big one. Starting this channel is like, I used to always think like, man, like, what if I start this? What if this happen? Like, what if all this? What if, all that popping up? But that's just a fear of uncertainty. And the thing about that is, you just gotta understand that you don't really have control over certain outcomes. And a lot of times all you can do is just put in the work you need to and let the outcome be the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you can't, for example, I can't control the algorithm on this video, whether it get pushed out to who or not, so all I can do is just record, give the information I got and let it ride. So that's just one of them. Then you got the desire for immediate comfort. This is basically, you don't want delayed gratification. You want everything quick, and I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with that, but when it comes to avoiding discomfort and staying in comfort in general, you know, people tend to lean toward the non-delayed gratification side. So everybody wants stuff quick, and that's just how it's promoted nowadays too. You know, everything quick, quick. Get money fast, get girls fast. All this, everything is quick. Nothing is built around patience anymore, and that's something that we all struggle with as people nowadays, especially in this day and age. You got everything from doom scrolling. Everything is just designed to keep you comfortable and distracted away from becoming your better self, you know, and better mentally. But, you know, the main point is, you know, avoidance isn't really a weakness. It's really just like a natural human response. But that's just something you have to work on and practice and break out of that habit. So then we move on to now the hidden cost of avoidance. So discomfort, if you avoid that, it could create plenty of problems. Like I could name numerous times I've avoided discomfort, and I still have regrets. You have missed opportunities from avoiding discomfort. It's a lot of things. You lack of confidence. That's a huge thing that comes from not just staying in comfortable positions. It's like, because you're never challenging yourself. So how can you be confident in anything when you don't step outside your comfort zone to challenge yourself? You know what I'm saying? And you know, you build and you create a dependency on comfort, and if you stay like that your whole life, you'll never grow, you'll never get anywhere, because you'll always stay stagnant, and you'll never learn from anything because you won't make a move. So, you know, if you avoiding, you know, the gym, what is it, learning a skill, healing emotionally, what is it, taking risk, you know, you just got to ask yourself, like, what is your comfort zone costing you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Really think about it. What is it costing you? So then we move on. Now you have the paradox of growth. So when I say this, basically the whole main point of the paradox of growth is every meaningful thing in life, if not all of them, well, I'll say 99%, but if not all of them, require some sort of discomfort. Because, you know, at the end of the day, confidence comes after action. And a lot of people, they're too scared to just take that step. And, you know, and that's one thing that I struggled with as well. Because even with this YouTube channel, I mean, this video itself, I wasn't even 100% ready to start recording. But that's a lot of things in life. You're like, a lot of times you're not going to be 100% ready, especially if it's something you don't usually do, is outside of your comfort zone. If not all the times that you want to do it, you're not going to be 100% ready. And that's just what it is. You just have to do it, because at the end of the day, confidence, like I said, it doesn't come before the action, it comes after it. So it's because you're proving to yourself that you can do it. So of course, that's when confidence is going to come. And then discipline, if you think about it, it requires temporary discomfort. And the reason I say that is because if you think about it, the backbone of discipline is consistency. So if you're staying consistent, that consistency itself, it doesn't care about your circumstances, how you feeling, any of that. So discipline and having the backbone of consistency, you just have to stay consistent. That's what it's all about, because that packs on and it creates long-term gains through little wins every day. So you just have to be consistent. And then another thing, healing often requires a lot of emotional discomfort. Like, it's a lot of things I had to really tap into, as far as like things that I was insecure about, things I used to always think about and be worried about what people think about this and that. It's not really comfortable to see yourself in that light and really dive deep into it, and, you know, really see what's been holding you back mentally when it comes to that. But, you know, things like working out, studying, entrepreneurship, relationships, and, you know, self-reflection, that really, the main point is discomfort it's not the enemy. More so, it's really oftentimes the pathway. Now, I'm not saying, anybody making you uncomfortable, chase that, obviously not. I'm just saying, when it comes to anything that has a positive benefit that requires you to go through some sort of pain or uncomfortability, majority of times it's, or if not all the time, that's something that is very meaningful and worthwhile and will actually lead you to that path of fulfillment. So, you know, now I'm gonna give y'all some personal perspective shifts that I think, like my relationship with discomfort, it used to be to the point where it was like I had to be comfortable. Like if any sort of uncomfortability, it was like poison to me. Like even when I first started working out, I hated it. Like, oh my gosh, I freaking hated it. And I kind of was pretty strong, but like I hated it, especially when it came to I had to do it at least 3 times a week. I really wasn't, that consistency wasn't built. And, discomfort for me was something I struggled with for a while. I had to break out of that habit. But, now discomfort, it's a part of my everyday lifestyle, whether that be meditating, reading, learning a language. I'm trying to learn Spanish right now, so but I make sure I do something that is uncomfortable every day, whether, like I said, working out, training, anything that has a positive benefit that takes some sort of uncomfortability or some sort of pain that comes along with it. I try to do that every day. Not try, I do it every day. So, but I definitely challenge my comfortability daily. So that's something that I say has helped me a lot as far as physical, mental, man, everything. But I'll leave you with this and a final thought. What are you avoiding? And why are you even avoiding it? You just got to ask yourself, like, what are the long-term costs of me avoiding this? Whether it be the gym, going to socialize, what else? Just anything that you're avoiding that has a positive gain to it. Just stop avoiding it. Stop waiting to be ready. Stop waiting to be 100%. You're never going to be 100% for something that you are not fully comfortable doing, especially if you hadn't even done it. So when I say that, just to identify one uncomfortable thing you've been avoiding and take one step toward it this week. With that being said, y'all stay blessed. I love y'all. Trey y'all.